Welcome to The Trend. I'm Rebecca Granet. Well, from Arrested Development to 13 Going on 30, actress Judy Greer has a resume of monumental proportions. So when it came time to make her directorial debut, of course, she really had no choice but to name the movie A Happening of Monumental Proportions, which comes to theaters September 21st. And we have Judy Greer herself here to talk to us all about it. Judy,
Hi.
Thank you for spending time today.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, congratulations. Has it really sunk in yet? I mean, like, are you really in the director mindset of, my movie's coming out this week?
It kind of actually started this morning. I mean, I've been thinking, obviously, about my movie coming out on the 21st, but doing a lot of other press for other things, and then this morning I woke up thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, this week, this is the week.
Right? How crazy.
Doesn't the week start on Monday? I always feel like it does, even though my calendar says Sunday. But
in my world, it starts on Monday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So yes, so this morning I felt really like, oh my gosh, I'm a director, and my movie's coming out this week.
You are so a director.
What?
So tell us about the premise. What is this movie all about?
Well, it takes place over the course of one day. We follow a couple different plot lines, but basically about one really bad day for several different people living in Los Angeles, and it sort of culminates with a career day. We follow mostly Common's character, who gets fired on the day that he has to speak at his daughter's career day.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's not great for him.
Yeah, and you don't mean to, like, we don't mean, you want to laugh about it because it's kind of a comedy, though,
It is
right?
a comedy,
okay.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay.
And it's really funny.
Yeah, and people lose their jobs, it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention he's a single dad, so it's a comedy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely very funny. So, I mean, what was the process like? So, two-part question here about the cast. So you, as somebody who has been on the other side, being cast in different, movies and shows, what was it like to be on the choosy side?
Oh, it felt like, I mean, it felt really good, I have to say. Right. Like, it was nice to be able to ask. Well, I mean, first of all, I didn't really hold a ton of auditions because so many of the people in my movie are people that I'd worked with before. So I just kept trying to, like, reach out to people I knew, and everyone kept saying yes. So that
that's a good thing.
Was a nice ego boost, I'm not gonna lie. But then the people that did audition, like, that was actually the hard part because everyone just seemed so good, and I know what it's like to be in those rooms and to put yourself on tape for stuff, and it was really, like, it was strange to be on the other end of it.
Right, to have to make the decisions of yes and no and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What about this cast? Common, Katie Holmes. I mean, you have Jennifer Garner. You have, and that's just the first three that pop in my head.
Yes.
So, I mean, what was it like on set with everyone?
It was really fun. I mean, what was really fun is I've known most of these people through work, and the most fun part was just seeing them all meet, them all get together, and, like, watching them work together. Like Allison Janney and Rob Riggle, their scenes are all together, and they'd never met before, and they're so good, and they have such great chemistry in this movie, and they're so funny together, and that was really fun. It was so fun to see Nat Faxon and Katie Holmes, like, playing these ambulance drivers, and seeing Katie driving a ambulance. Like, when we had to figure out, they're like, okay, which one should be driving? And I was like, well, it has to be Katie who drives the ambulance, obviously. And so that was really fun. It was just it was really cool to see all these different worlds colliding, and actually then selfishly to get to hang out with some of my friends on set because I never get to see them.
Right, it's like a hangout time, right? So you'll have to do more movies so that they can have them hang out with you.
I love that.
And it's funny, too, you mentioned Katie Holmes. When I saw her, I got a preview of the movie. When I saw her in the movie, won't give away anything, but I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah.
So
I know.
You'll see when you see the movie, everyone. But it's there's people thrown in all over the place.
I know. I called in all my favors in Hollywood. I am out of favors.
Well, they paid off. So at least
you
you have that. And we'll start getting new. You have plenty of favors left, I'm going to tell you.
Maybe one or two.
One or two.
A couple up my sleeve, yes.
You have worked, Judy, with a lot of directors, too, in your time.
Yeah.
So when it came time to make the decision to go behind the camera, did you have maybe some role models or people that you said, I want to implement this style, and then maybe others that you were like, maybe don't want to do that? How did you find your style?
I've been lucky in the people I've worked with. I haven't worked with, like, any jerks, I have to say. So there wasn't anyone specifically that I was like, well, I don't want to be like that. I knew I didn't want to scream because I don't like it when people scream a lot. And it's not ever, like, it's not always a bad scream. It's just like, I'd rather someone just like get up and come over to me and tell me than like yell something from far away, like a direction specifically. So I was careful not to do that, which I ended up spending a lot of time running back and forth between the monitor and the actors. I also thought that I would want to be with the actors and like be next to the camera while it was rolling, but it turned out that I preferred watching the monitor.
Really?
Because I've worked with directors who do both, and I liked watching the monitor because I liked seeing the whole picture, and it was kind of easier for me to focus on the big picture instead of just like each little thing, which is what I do as an actor, is I just focus on like my one role. So.
Now, did you find it tough to direct your friends in terms of constructive criticism? Or was it easier or harder?
Well, I mean, I'm not just saying this, I didn't have to direct them that much because I felt like everyone was well cast and everyone did such a great job, and I didn't cast anyone that I thought really would need a ton of direction. Yeah. I didn't have to because everyone kept saying yes that I asked.
Very smart.
I know, so I protected myself there.
Very smart. Now, your Instagram bio, it says...
Oh, I just changed it today
for my movie. Did you change it today?
Just this morning. That's so funny. But it says, okay. I know.
What does it say now?
It now says, I directed, it says the name of my movie and the director of A Happening of Monumental Proportions. Because I was hoping that people would like, as I'm posting on social media. But it used to say the girl from that TV show / movie.
Right. So you often make fun of that. I know you from that show or that movie or that, people will say that.
I wrote a book called I Don't Know What You Know Me From.
Correct.
Because most people come up to me and say, what do I know you from?
What do you want to be known for or known from?
Well, I mean, that's like such a big, like, meta question, because it would be like for donating billions of dollars to X organization, and I will never be known for that because I don't have billions of dollars. But yes, in my career,
right.
What would I want to be known for? Gosh, I mean, I don't know. I really am hoping people go see my movie. I would like to be known for being a good actress and being a good director. I think that I've been lucky and I've been able to play lots of different roles in my career. I don't feel like I've really been like pigeonholed. So I'm happy as long as people enjoy my performances and my movies.
Yeah. Let's talk about your other projects.
Okay.
You have a project that Sundays on Showtime with Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
right?
Kidding.
So
yep.
Kidding. So, and you have, the Halloween movie coming up in October.
Yes.
Those are even just a few. I mean, we literally could do a whole show just on the projects that you have swirling around.
Yeah, I know. I had a busy year.
Yeah, right? Are you sleeping? Are you eating?
No. Well, I'm eating loads. I eat a lot because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I am tired, but like it's that kind of like great tired where you're like, I was doing some, in the press for this movie and this TV show and all this stuff, like I'm just kind of surprised myself at how I was able to accomplish so much. It seems like there wasn't enough time, but yeah, I did a TV show. I have this great movie coming out, like this great franchise that I'm so lucky to be a part of, Halloween specifically. And then, Kidding has just been such a gift to work with Jim Carrey and Michelle Gondry, Dave Holstein, the creator of the show. Like, he worked on Weeds forever, but he started out as a playwright, so the scripts are just so well written, and people always ask when I do interviews, like, was there a lot of improv on set? And they can say, like, on Kidding, like, no, because everything was written so perfectly and so interesting. I just didn't think, like, who am I? I'm not going to make this any better.
Yeah. I'm sure you would make it better.
maybe for a season 2, we'll see, but no, I don't think so.
Well, before we get into the 10 for 10, Judy, I want to just quickly touch upon the conversation surrounding female directors in Hollywood and getting more women involved in that aspect of Hollywood. Now that you've done it, what advice do you have for young girls who are looking to maybe get involved as a director in the industry?
Well, I think they should, and I hope that they hire me when they do. So I'm available. Advice I would say, just like, keep asking, keep pushing people and keep pushing yourself out there and don't give up. And if one person says no, then ask another person. And I would say, just find mentors, like find people that can give you advice and that you trust and that can kind of help you out because it's hard, you know? And I think I got really lucky with my movie because I was an actress and I've worked with a lot of different people. Like, I was able to do this. But as a young person starting out in the business, I mean, I would say, like, you got to carry your resume everywhere, but maybe people don't have hard copies of their resumes anymore. I don't know.
Send yourself an email with your resume attached and have it ready.
You like really do. You have to just be ready and you have to kind of be fearless. And, you know, the worst thing that can happen is someone says no to you, and if you don't ask, it's basically a no anyway. But what if they say yes?
I love that. That's great. It's like if you don't ask, it's always going to be a no.
It's always no. The answer is always no if you don't ask.
Yeah. So at least find out.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Okay, Judy.
It's time for my 10 questions.
It's time for your 10 questions. I think you can do this. You're going to be great, okay?
Thank
so
you.
10 questions.
Yes.
10 seconds for each.
Okay.
A few of them I'm going to tell you right now you probably need more than 10 seconds. But we'll do the best we can.
Okay.
Your first one. If you had to choose one, your favorite aspect of the industry, which would be on-camera acting, voiceovers, directing, etc., what is your favorite?
I think directing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Okay, you're having a celebrity dinner party.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So it's you
Okay.
and 3 celebs you haven't met yet. Who's
Oh.
at your table?
Oh my gosh. 3 celebrities that I haven't met yet. I guess I would say Jane Goodall, Elizabeth Warren, and Stella McCartney.
Oh, those are good. Okay, what are you eating?
Oh, well, we're probably eating like a vegan meal because Stella McCartney's there, and it would maybe be like a lot of carbs because I love carbs.
Very thoughtful host. Vegan and carbs. Perfect. What is your guilty pleasure?
Potato chips.
Yeah. Something you learned about yourself through directing the movie that may have surprised you.
Oh, when I'm having fun, I'm not as tired.
It wakes you up.
When my brain is being engaged, I just couldn't believe how much energy I had directing. And where I'm acting and I have like lots of downtime, I don't have as much energy. And I'm like, oh, it's my brain.
So you gotta have fun.
Yeah.
That's the key. Okay, we talked a little bit about it, the Halloween movie coming out in October. Give me your best or worst costume you've ever worn on Halloween.
Oh, for my first boy-girl Halloween party when I was a kid, my dad dressed me up as a garbage can and put actual garbage on me, and I smelled disgusting and totally ensured that no boy would want to go in the closet with me because I was literally dressed as a garbage can.
This was strategic on your dad's part so that you would never go into the dating world? Is that
Pretty sure. I mean, why would you dress your daughter up as a can of garbage? And it was our actual garbage can. He like sawed the bottom off. So it was a can that had garbage in it, then was covered in garbage. Okay. And he even stapled garbage to a baseball hat.
Wait, Judy, during this experience, were you saying, no, Dad, don't do that? Like, were you just like, okay, I'm good?
No, I kind of thought it was really cool until I got to the party, and I was like, oh. I mean, no one could even get close to me because it was like a big can, like a hula hoop around me, but like a can.
Honestly, your dad's a genius.
Yeah,
I think
he's
many
smart.
fathers are going to see this and be very.
I know.
A lot of young girls are going to be very
like
unhappy.
Another
with you, and
great
a lot of fathers
costume,
very happy.
yes, it would have been boiled cabbage or like
sauerkraut,
mousetrap.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
I can think of where I'd put the mousetraps
so
for
then
my
the
daughter.
year, mousetraps for your daughter.
You know, if you put them strategically, it would
Absolutely.
be a deterrent, I would imagine.
Yeah.
For
Your
a
poor
suitor.
daughter.
I'm from the 20s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the year after that.
I don't remember. I think I never went to another Halloween party again. I think I was damaged.
Damaged forever. That's too funny. All right, you've actually been, on shows mentioning this, that you have kissed a lot of leading men.
Oh, so many famous people.
So many famous people. So listen, Judy, this is just for research. We know that you are taken, so you're fine, but this is just for research. I need to know.
Yes.
Who is the best kisser in Hollywood?
I would never tell.
No kiss and tell?
I can't.
Oh my goodness. But there is one.
I would have to say Dean Johnson, of course, my husband.
There you go. Okay,
and he does
that's
live
fine.
in Hollywood, so
That's
I'm
fine.
answering honestly.
Honestly, Dean Johnson. Very good, very good. Okay, funniest memory from the set of A Happening of Monumental Proportions?
Oh, gosh. Funniest memory. Well, the day Jennifer Garner worked, they told me that there was pizza, and I got really excited that we had enough money in our budget to have like personal pizzas made for everyone, until I realized that Jennifer Garner was the one that made the pizza. She brought in like a pizza chef to make everyone pizza. So it wasn't really like a hilarious memory, but it was funny that I got excited about us having
Personal pizza.
Yeah, but it was her. She brought the pizza maker.
Well,
of
that's
course.
thoughtful. But you're like, of course, that would be her. Of all the work that you have done, your favorite project that you've worked on in the industry?
Oh, I can't answer that. That's where I'm gonna fail. They're all
Okay.
so great. I mean, I feel really like connected to all the characters I play and all the jobs I've had. And so like to have one favorite, I feel like you can't choose a kid.
Okay. so
Maybe.
all of them. Maybe.
I mean, I really honestly loved making my movie. It was so great to direct, and it was so great. Like, my favorite thing about work is being on set, and when you're the director, you're always on set. So I would say that was my favorite experience, because I love being around all the actors and the entire crew. And when you act, like, you don't always even meet the people in the movie with you. Like, I was in a movie with Meryl Streep, and I didn't meet her.
Oh,
so, like,
that's cruel.
that kind of thing, yeah. So it was really fun to be able to be around for the beginning, middle, and end of it, to meet everyone, to hang out with everyone, to spend so much time with a crew, which they're usually the coolest people on set anyway. That's what no one ever says, but it's true.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess my movie would be my answer, but I do love all the jobs I do.
So besides your movie, if you can't choose a kid, but you can put mousetraps on them. So that's the moral of the story.
Or garbage.
Or garbage, exactly. Okay, last two. When you're not working, what is your ideal day off?
Oh, I'm kind of boring. Probably like working out, going to the actual class that I like to go to instead of streaming it, which is what I usually have to do. I love having lunch with my girlfriends. I would love to go out to dinner then with my husband, and probably like take my dog on like a 4-mile walk or hike or something.
Perfect.
I know it's kind of boring though.
No, I think that's great. It's
I would
relaxing.
like definitely intersperse some online shopping in there too, but like yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then how about a message or a feeling you hope people will take away from watching A Happening of Monumental Proportions?
Oh, I hope that people, I just hope that they laugh. It's so funny.
Yeah,
It's such a
it
funny
is.
movie, and so my favorite thing to do is make people laugh. So that's what I hope people take away.
Okay. Well, A Happening of Monumental Proportions is in select theaters nationwide September 21st, and Judy Greer directed it, so everybody go out and go watch it. And thank you, Judy, so much.
Thanks for
being
having
out.
me.